sectors,
Tourism.
tourism sectors are particularly affected by global warming, especially the regions that depend on stable environmental conditions. Hurricanes and heat waves are examples of extreme weather that can damage infra in infrastructure, disrupt agricultural production, and cause food prices to rise.
Okay. Tourism, the noun of the word of tourist or sectors. And stable, not stable. Stable means stay the same, stay unchanged. Environment condition. This is easy to understand. Okay, how how are these hurricanes or heat waves that how do they disrupt the agriculture production? Huh? For example, how hurricane disrupt agriculture production?
How hurricane disrupt what?
On the slide, agriculture production. I'm pointing on the slide here.
Disrupt agricultural? I don't know.
Huh?
What?
How do hurricane disrupt the agriculture production? Okay, wait. First of all, what is agriculture production? John?
I don't know. Oh no, I don't know.
Okay, again, what is agriculture, Sophia?
Can you explain to me?
Agriculture is something that's grown by human and
Like what?
like corn,
Huh? Like what?
rice.
So on the
Like the plants or animals.
animals.
Grow.
Okay, so agriculture is about plant and animals. For example, you go to the farm, you can see livestock. Let me write it down. Livestock. What are the livestock animals? Anna, Peter, Bin, not here. What are the livestock animals? No, Julie and John, do you know what the livestock animal?
Livestock,
Yeah.
like food and water, shelter. I don't know.
No. Julie?
I don't know this stuff.
Some animals have legs.
Like farm animal.
Livestock. That is like a cow.
Yeah.
Or pigs.
Cow, pig. Like four legs animal.
So chicken or not?
Like
Yeah.
cattle.
Chicken or I have write it down.
Okay, we have cattle, pig, sheep. Yes, those are livestock. That is animal raising in the agriculture that produce can give you milk, meat, wool, leather, eggs, or to provide labor. Okay, so from this one you would know what animal can be: the pig, the sheep, the goat, the horse, cattle. Okay, So from what the animal give you, these are the production, agricultural production. One side of agricultural production. The production from agriculture is that milk, meat, wool, leather, eggs. Okay, these are production. What about plant? Now we're not talking about animal anymore. What about plants?
Vegetable,
Yeah, vegetable,
fruit,
fruit, exactly.
Flowers.
Okay, acceptable, flowers. Okay, so when you say agriculture production, these are, and how do you say that hurricane disrupt agriculture production now, Sophia?
Because I think it is because of rain, wind, and
natural force.
long period rain, so it affects of the agriculture.
I think that because the nature force like drought, flood, something like that. Or
What? What happened when there's hurricane?
flood and wind, blow,
Storm,
Strong
wind,
wind, heavy
blow
rain. Okay, for the place that have strong wind and heavy rain, the plant or the vegetable cannot stand. All right. Now what about the animals? Yes, the flood would cause animal losing their life. So we would not be able to have animals or plant when there's too much water or the wind's too strong. Okay, what about infrastructures? And this you can read infra and then S together, infrastructure. Structure, we know infrastructure is everything, not just structure like building, like bridge, street, road, houses, all kind of the structures. Okay, what about damaged infrastructure? Heat waves and hurricane, how do I change? Peter. Peter, how do it train or affect the infrastructure, hurricane and heat waves?
Yeah, what can you say again?
Hurricane affect the infrastructure.
Infrastructure. Infrastructure.
Anna, what do you think?
Think what, teacher?
How do hurricane change or affect the infrastructure?
Like break them, basically
Give me an
destroying them.
example.
Destroying a house, a school, hospital.
With the strong wind. Okay.
Yes.
Lots of water.
Yeah.
Now
Not that yet.
now we talked in detail what infrastructure. We had hard infrastructure like transportation, not just the building, I said already. In transportation like highways, railways, or marine ports, yes. Ports. What else? airport, all kind of the structures, airport, marine ports, public transition, public. Can you see what I'm writing? Okay, please write out so that you'll be able to remember. Okay, right. We have first transportation. Then we have what else? Energy. Energy like power plants, like hydropower plants would be destroyed, or gas power plants, or oil, gas, highlight, because we have the light to make that to connect them. Okay, number 3. What else? Utility and waste. For example, the water supply network. The water supply networks are everything that bring the water to your house. Okay, so what are the from that, what are the things that could be mentioned in here? John, anything that bring the water to your house. So what are the things that could be mentioned in this? What are the infrastructure would be mentioned in here? John,
I don't understand what you're saying.
are you paying attention on what we are talking?
Yes, I am, but I don't understand.
Okay, I was saying infrastructure include first hard infrastructure. Hard infrastructure like transportation, energy, and we are talking about utility and waste. For example, the water supply networks. The water supplies networks
What
are
is that?
everything that bring the water into
What
your
is a
house.
hot infrastructure?
Explain here hard infrastructure like transportation, highways, marine port, public transit, airport. That's the hard in infrastructure or energy.
But I still, okay, I understand that word, but I still don't understand what you're saying.
I'm asking the water supply networks, what are they in your house? The water supply networks are the networks that bring the water into your house. So what are they? What could be the thing in that network?
Valves and pipes?
Yeah, very good. Exactly. At least you know that pipe, water pipe, uh, yeah, that would be enough. And then we also have the waste facility too. Number 4 would be digital connectivity. John, please take this note down. This is a lot of information. When people say infrastructures, you should know what they are mentioning. They are not just talking about transportation, not just the energy. They talk about a lot of other things too. It's not just structures. Structures are building houses, but when you say infrastructure, it's a whole system. So digital connectivity, like what? Connectivity, connection, like what?
Internet, Wi-Fi.
What connect you guys? What are connecting us now?
Internet.
Internet.
Yeah, but how do you have the internet?
Well, why?
By having
While what?
Wireless.
What else?
Uh,
How do you get the internet or the signal to watch TV? Peter, Kevin, Vince, Julie.
radio.
Radio. How do you get the TV work?
Wi-Fi.
How do you get the Wi-Fi?
The Wi-Fi is swept away.
Power. The
Okay,
power.
when you go out on the street, you could see a very high tower. And then
Electric.
It's a telegraph station.
exactly, that's the infrastructure. Okay, so I would say the telecommunication towers, the data centers. Okay, because what you are storing like photos, videos, you keep online or you keep on the phone, we had a center to store all of the data. So those stuff. Okay, now we infrastructure, we have hard structure and we have soft structure. Soft infrastructure, sorry. What could it be? Education. The soft infrastructures lay on the kind of institutional system and service that maintain the economy, health, and social life in our human life. For example, education. We have school, interesting. School, university, training centers, and so on, vocational centers. Two, we had healthcare service. Like what? What is healthcare, Anna? Anna,
Can you say again?
what am I
I take a
writing?
note.
What are
Can you say again?
the infrastructure in healthcare?
Spa or some wellness spa.
You know, the first thing you need to think of is hospital, not the spa.
Hospital.
Okay, smaller than hospital, what we call it?
Clinic.
Clinic. Okay, of other public health agencies. All right, number 3, we had public service. Public services, what are they?
Public services.
Theater?
Apps. Apps.
Apps? What do you mean apps?
Apps like the apps we use to work. They will use.
No, what are the public service you could have in your area?
Grocery.
Restaurant.
Groceries,
Grocery. A small grocery place to buy
okay,
things.
that is not public. Grocery is a private, it's not public, but it's a small, some family provide, not the public providing. What the government would
Restaurant.
restaurant, still someone who makes the restaurant. Yeah, the theater. So you could say the
Public service is also the hospital.
we already
Air,
mentioned that. We already mentioned in the healthcare.
airport.
Pharmacy.
Pharmacy should be in the healthcare, or Sophia. Public service, like emergency service. Come on, you don't understand what public service mean? Emergency service like what? What are the emergency service, guys? Really?
Emergency services.
Police,
You don't know what?
Yeah, very good. And
firefighter,
exactly.
ambulance, hospital,
Yeah, okay.
medication, 911, 911,
Correct.
911.
Okay. This emergency service, what else? Financial system. Financial system. Financial system like what? Like what? What are the infrastructure in the financial system?
Supermarket.
Supermarket make financial.
The bank.
Yeah, the bank and
I don't know.
there would be, remember we are talking about public sector here. So it should be something related to the government. Like government, well, what wellness center? No, not wellness. What is that word? I just suddenly forgot. For example, the old people go to a center and then they get paid money. What is that called? Wellness? Well-being centers. Some kind of place like that. Okay, so this now, what are infrastructure? When I say the infrastructure have been improving in last 10 years, what does that mean, Kelvin?
Yes, can you
When
say
I
it
say
again?
the infrastructure, what does that mean? Infrastructure had been improved. What does that mean?
It's the system
It
about
means the
how
whole stuff I just wrote down here. Infrastructure, the hard one and the soft one. It means the transportation, it means energy, utility, digital connectivity, education, healthcare, public service, everything. This is called infrastructures. Okay, so don't say that infrastructure is just houses, building, street or road. No, it cover all the things out there, when all the things that people build, people make, like the pipelines, like the net, like the wireless, like the tower, like centers, like uh, on services. Okay, so when the hurricane destroy or damage the infrastructure, it could be damage the emergency service. For example, you would not be able to access to the place that people being under flood. The emergency service could not be able to carry out because of the heavy rain or because of strong wind. The education or the wireless or the telecommunication towers being struck down by the lightning, something like that. Do you guys get it now, Anna, Peter? Anna, what happened to Anna?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, now, okay, if you say yes, give me one example of the one natural disaster like the flood that affect the infrastructures.
Me?
Huh?
If one what? Natural
One
disaster.
example, the flood
example.
that damage the infrastructures.
Last year flood at the northern.
Storm, hurricane, rain,
The
like
flood, just flood, not storm, not hurricane.
That happened, yeah.
Yeah, but give me one example how it damaged the infrastructure. Which infrastructure we are talking here? You need to give me one example of specific structures.
I don't really understand your question.
I'm
Like, you want
saying
to
the flood damage the infrastructures. Give me one example that how the flood damaged the infrastructures.
how like they flow they flow everything in their way, like push when
Yeah, but we are talking about infrastructure, so you have to give me all of these are infrastructures. I need you to give me one thing from these that the flood can affect it, can affect the infrastructure.
Data and digital connectivity will leak power. The power is not stay the same all the times. Maybe that will weak transpiration.
That is right. Okay. When people say the flood damage or the flood affect infrastructures, okay, give me an example. Mean you can say, okay, there's a lot of water. It destroy the data center because the water get into everywhere and make the power cut, stop the power, stop the electricity. Okay, Anna, do you understand that point?
maybe.
You still not understand it. Okay, you need to write me later. Sophia, give me one example of the heat wave. The heat wave change the affect the infrastructure.
Can
When
you
it's too
repeat
hot,
what
when it's too
effect?
hot. Give me one example.
Okay, let me see. When it's too hot, uh, some place use lot of electricity products and it cause fire and a firefighter had to I don't know how to say that word.
No, you are still not understand. Yes, Julie, give me one examples of the hurricane affect the infrastructure. Julie,
I have no idea.
we had on the list of infrastructure here already. How the heat affect it. First of all, when it's too hot, you would be able um to move, all right, on the transportation, like the highway. When you go down on the highway, you can see a lot of heat, something, you feel like not real on the street, and it almost burn the street, burn the ways. Sometimes you can make a crack in the highways, or it even melt. It could melt or almost melt the pipelines, or it could yeah, it would cause we had to use a lot of power, so it's gonna be overpowered. We will not be able to provide power to all the places at the same time, so it's causing overpower, and it disrupt the power supply. Or when the hurricane destroy affect the infrastructure, it could be the hurricane with the strong wind would blow away the telecommunication towers, would flood the data center, would also the wind would also blow away the pipelines. When you said infrastructure, you need to point out, okay, how the transportation being affected by the flood, how the energy, how the digital connectivity, or how all education, how healthcare being affected one by one. we need to be able to understand that. Okay, time's up already. Tomorrow we meet again at 2 and I will explain more to 20. We will try to explain more this point and take a picture of this slide so you'll be able to remember. Okay, and I see you again tomorrow, guys. Bye bye. Please, for the guy who not really understand, you can write me and then I will try to explain it. Okay, bye bye, guys. John.
Goodbye, teacher.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, teacher.